So there are a lot of graphs are there, as you can pie chart, bar graph, and ellipse, stream plot, different kind of 3D graph are there. And it's a lot of thing to learn in this. Means it's not possible to cover all the graph, but I can tell you like bar graph and some of the graph. So you can try from your side the other graphs. And if you stuck somewhere, then obviously I will help you. But we don't use that much in a deep. We will see all this thing while working with the data science algorithm and all when we work. At that time, I can show you this 3D graphs. As of now, you can just focus on bar graph, line graph, pie chart that you can feel easy to draw. So that you can focus on that one. So now I will going to show you how you can plot this categorical variable. Categorical variable in the sense same thing we can do it on the Colab also. But before coming into that, you can see on my screen, I've already shared you this document. All of you means both of you do have this link with you, matplotlib.org. Do you have a link with you, this one, matplot.org, from that we did in the last class?
No, sir.
I think I have sent it to you on the chat. Okay, okay, I will send on the Trello. I will send you this link on the Trello with code and video. So
Okay.
categorical, yeah. So categorical variable in the sense that you can categorize it, means you can classify it like categorical variable. Like for example, if I talk about gender, then we have a two classification, male, female. Like if I talk about the grades, then that is also called a categorical variable. If I call about means if I talk about variable in the sense, you can just think as a your output variable or like an input variable, means your features. Okay, here this variable means what we need to predict it. Okay, just like in a face recognition, what is your prediction? Face, right? Whether it is verified or not verified. So you are where means you are doing two prediction there, verified if it match, unverified if it doesn't match. So you have a two category, right? So you have a two category there. Similarly, like when you work on this different kind of graph, you will have a categorical variable. You can see here this apple, orange, lemon, lime. These are the different category. Similarly, you can draw it in the scatter plot, line graph. So let's see this. Before coming into that, let me tell you what is our data. Our data is apple and its value is something 10. Orange, you can just think it like a key value. Dictionary, you know the dictionary variable dictionary in a Python, Arush, in
Yes,
NumPy.
sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. Means I've already covered it, and means dictionary. If you have done work on that, then you might be aware about it. Like it is having key value. This left side will be your key, and with respect to this left side, this is your value on the right hand side. So you can just think like suppose apple is having count 10, orange is having count 15, lemon is having count 5, lime is having count 20. So you have a like you have a name and value. So you will going to list down that. Now you are going what kind of graph you are plotting here? Figure AX, means you are taking two variable, figure and AX. This variable will be initialized with what? PLT dot subplot. PLT is what? Your matplotlib means pyplot, means inside this matplotlib you have one library called pyplot, which you are calling as a short name PLT. When you call this subplot function, you can see this. Let me click on it and show you. Whenever you click on any of this link, it will show you. This subplot will going to tell you like how many graph you want to draw, what will be the number of uh, like a classification on the x-axis, y-axis, what is the value of that. So in order to draw it, you need all the information. These are the different parameter of that. If you stuck somewhere, anything that you are not clear, you can simply click on this link and you can find it out. Just 1 minute. Yeah. So here you are just passing this values subplot, and this is the I've shown you, right? How many number of rows of data you have, number of column you have, means what will be the size of that. So different kind of parameter you need to pass it. Okay. As of now, it was might be looking complex, or might be you are not getting it, but you can use the simple one. Whenever you draw the graph, what you need to pass it here, that how many rows you want, how many column you want, means, or how many data you have, or what will be the figure size, means what will be the size of this map or this graph. Okay, and cherry true means it should be visible, right? So when you do this cherry true and false, it means that how it appear on the screen. Okay, with respect to x-axis and y-axis. So if you want to see the detail, you can simply get it from here. But I will going to tell you, like, you can draw the graph in a very easy way. This graph coding, nobody can remember it. You have to take a reference always, right? Because this function, we can't remember it. A lot of functions are there, lot of parameter are there. Whenever you try coding in interviews, or like on, they won't ask this code, because they knows it completely depend on the analysis. Like, you have to analyze the data first. Like, this is the data, okay? You have to analyze the data, and the data may be in the large number of size. Right now we are taking only 4 data, but what about if you have 1,000 of data, million of data? How you're going to draw that? So you have to complete analysis of that, and this data visualization, we do it either at the end or at the initial step. So this you need to remember. Okay. 1 and 3 will be like a row size, column size of your data. Figure size means what will be your x and y axis length, and cherry true means how it will be visible. So you can do cherry true and false. It's similar to that, how it visible. So when you make it true, it will be visible on the same screen. And that's the reason, like, now this figure and ax, figure is for what? This size, and axis is the numpy, this value. To read this value, you have to read it in the form of numpy array. So that's why when you write like ax0 dot bar, it will going to draw the bar based on the name and value. Name is what here? Your keys that you're reading from the data. And value will be what? This 10, 15, and 15. So you can see your y-axis will be your value. Okay. And your x-axis will be what? Your key. Similarly, you can try for the scatter plot. So it will come like this. And similarly, if you try it for your line graph, then you can just type dot plot, and it will going to draw like this. So in line graph and all, okay, let me show you this code. You can see the example and you can try it from your side, and explore more on that by changing the value or changing the data, so you can visualize more clearly in that. So you can see it is coming right now. Let me change the value, or let me add some more value. banana I've added, and let me add some more value, grapes, and the value I'm giving here 35. Okay, let me change it to 3 and show you how it works. Okay, sorry. Sorry, this is I need to change. So see the graph are changing, right? So you can change this value. Okay, let me take in more width. I can take this value. Okay, it is increasing the width in here. Okay, I can take this as 15. Now you see this, how this figure size is increasing, right? This figure size is increased because you have given this figure size. Okay, now here this, if you want to change the subtitle, you can change it. It's categorical plotting, and why it's coming. Okay, let me comment it first. I'm commenting here this bar one and plot one. So you can see this. It's only showing for this middle one, not for other, because I commented it. So the data it is not able to read it. So like this, you can draw the graph as you can add a data, you can remove the data, and based on the value, this graph will be drawn, right? So like this, you can draw the multiple graph. If you want to see some more graph, you can, and yeah, I forgot to tell you, you can download also from here this code. Okay, if you want to download it, you can download from here also. Just click on this link, it will get download like this. So the same code, what I'm trying there, you can get it here. Now, similarly, if you want to try this graph, you can try this one. Um, okay, this graph you can try it. You are getting right. Are you getting clearly?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So you can see this line graph, you can draw it here. And with this representation means the whatever graph you draw it, they will only going to take care which color represent what data, which color represent which one. So you don't need to bother for that. You just have to have a data with you. So here you have a data. Now what you are doing here, you can just think it. You have two lists, cat and dog, and one more list activity, which is telling the activity done by this cat and dog, combining, drinking, feeding, napping, playing, washing, right? Now here you have taken figure AX. This figure in AX will be assigned with plot PLT, which you have taken earlier, pie plot, and this subplot. It will going to draw the subplot of on this by calling this subplot function of this matplotlib. So this subplot in the sense here, what means here, like how many number of graph you have, how many number of like how many number of subgraph. Subplot means subgraph. So that you need to tell, right? And here you want to draw in between which one. You can see here you are drawing the graph between the activity and dog. So activity will be your x-axis. So you will going to pass first your x-axis value, activity. Next will be pass your y-axis. That is y-axis is having only two value. Bore happy, bore happy. Let me add something more. Neutral. neutral. I'm adding both of this. Now let's run, see if any changes occur. Okay, it is giving error. X and Y must have a same first dimension but have a shape 6 and 7. It is having same dimension, right? 1 2 3 4. Okay, it should be okay. Yeah, here also combining drinking, feeding, napping, playing, washing. Let's add something, sleeping, and one more activity. Let's take okay, let's take anything, sitting only, whatever it is. Just try it now. Okay, still giving error. Okay, X and Y must have same first dimension but have shape 8 and 7. Okay, activity dog. So activity here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. I am taking 8, and here the dog is having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 only. Okay, happy happy 4 time, bore, and the neutral. Okay, okay. What about the bar one? X and Y must have a same first dimension, and x dot shape, y dot shape. So it is having, okay, just 1 minute. Hmm, okay, instead of let me remove the board, I'm removing the board. So 3 3 6. Now here also I'm removing the this mid one. Okay, and here napping and feeding, let me remove it. No, no, चार दो छः दो दो चार दो छः. Okay, okay. Here I think okay, this X and Y it's not able to print it because it's not able to print this middle line. So it means that I have to take only uh okay, here I need to change it. Okay, let me change it to the neutral here itself. Neutral, and happy board neutral, neutral. Here also let me change it to the neutral. But still it is giving error. Combining drinking, playing, washing, sleeping, sitting. Okay, bored, happy. Is it bored? Okay, okay. Here also I need to change. Happy. Then I'm happy, 3 time neutral, 3 time happy, 3 time neutral. Okay, just 1 minute. Okay, happy, bored. So it can't be able to draw middle one. Okay, line, this one, this one, this one. Okay, bored and happy. So that is your starting, ending. Okay, here bored and here happy. Okay, actually this graph is like a line graph, right? So it should, line graph is having like starting and ending one. So you have only two category. So based on this two category, it is able to draw this graph. But if you draw this middle one, if I take a three category here, then in that three category, how this three color is difficult to represent. That is the reason it's unable to draw it here. if we take any three category here or four category, how the line will change it, right? That is the reason it unable to map it between this activity and all two categories. So I think we should take only two category only. Either you can change the value of this, but you can't change means you can't take more than two category here in case of line graph. That is subplot one. Line graph subplot one means when you are going to try, right, when you're going to take a subplot, or when you want to draw the subplot, in that case the category inside any of this value should not be more than two. Okay, now it's running, right? Board, happy 4. Okay, you can see the count may can varies, like happy is occurring 4 times, bore is occurring 2 times. That is valid. But if you change this happy to neutral, then it is difficult to draw the center one, because the graph will can't become like center. Then again it can drop. Then it will get divided into two subplot, and that is the reason ax dot plot is not able to read this. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I will going to show you some more bar graph that I did it. You can parallelly run with me if you want. Okay. Um, do you want to try parallelly, or you will do later on?
I'll do later because I had to implement the
Okay. Okay.
class.
Okay. No issue. So here I have created this code. This example I took it, and this example is exactly the same what we did in the matplotlib. Okay, let me show you other example from here itself. Otherwise, which one I show you? Okay, this. Yeah, simple plot. This sinusoidal waves one. Here you can see, like in the last class also, I think I shown you this one. You can read any data here. This matplotlib and numpy will come as it is. Now you wanted to read two axes, right? Means you want to map a value between two range, like here time and voltage, right? So you have to take two variable here. T will going to take a value in this range 0 to 2, and the step size of 0.01, and S will be some value that will be 1 plus np dot sine function, sinusoidal function. This sine function you can check it, like if you don't understand, you can click on that function and you can find it out what that function means. So you can see it here. This numpy is having function, this one, and it is having okay, detail is mentioned or what here, just 1 minute. I think they are not given here. Okay, no issue here. They have not mentioned, they have just mentioned the function name, but see no functions they have not shown. Okay, u function they have shown. Okay, so this sinusoidal is one function inside this numpy, and they are doing what operation? They are doing 2 into np dot pi into t, means 2 into, inside this numpy there is a pi, pi like 3.14, right? This is a built-in function. If you click on that, built-in functions are there in the numpy. Let me show you. pi. Pi. Okay. 1 minute. These all are the built-in function. We can check it from here. Okay, they are not mentioned here. Okay, let it be. So here, this np.py is the pi function. Usually we write a pi, right? So inside this numpy, that is a numerical value, we have one function dot pi. So this pi function means like a pi a square, and we do 3.14, 22.7, right? So this np.sin is one function for writing this for creating this sinusoidal waves. So it's this function is going to accept the value 2 into np.pi into t, means 2 into np.pi. There is a pi value and the t value, whatever you are taking it in this range 0 to 2, and it is a step size of 0.01. After you are reading this TNS, you are just drawing that with the help of plyplot. This you can see pyplot plt dot subplot, and then you are going to write ax dot plot TNS. Means once you declare it here, once you create this map, once you create this map, you just have to call it ax means what? Your subplot. Inside that subplot you wanted to call plot function, and to that plot function you need to pass two variable that is giving you the value. What are that? T and S. Once you are done with this, you can, this is an optional part. And then you want to grid means if you want to show this cell, then you can do it. Okay, let me show you, and step by step I can explain you. Just give a minute. So here you can see, let me comment this. Okay, first let me run this. Okay, I have run this. Okay, now here you can see t value. T value is what? Starting from 0, and it is taking in the range till 2, and the step size of 0.01. Because this size is very less, that is why it is showing you 0.25, 0.50, 0.75. But internally they are dividing into the step size of 0.01. This is in the form of grid. Grid means what? This boxes you see, right? This is grid. When you draw a graph, you might be in your school, in mathematics subject, obviously in math, we like in the exam they will give you the question based on plotting a graph. And in that graph, the graph will be in this form, right? Green color graph. So this is grid are there, small kind of, that is called the grid. After once you are done with this, you can save this test.png, this file, and this file will going to save it in the Colab where you are running. If you run this on a local system, then you can just give this path and you can run it. Okay, now you can just see this. Now let me comment this. Okay, okay, so here also it will come.
Could you explain me the sentence after T? The one which says S is equal to 1 plus NP.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, this one is doing the operation, ma'am. We are calling here this sin function, which is defined in this numpy. You can see this sin function is there. It is equal to like a pi r square, right? Angle of radian. Do you know pi 180 degree? Are you aware about this? This is a mathematical pi or radian. Radian we say it, right? So this 2 pi, okay, so it is what to in order to draw the sinusoidal graph, it is doing the calculation inside this. If you don't want, you can replace it also. In place of this, you can try any other function and draw the graph. Actually, this was given the example, that's why I've shown you. This graph is actually inside this numpy. You have a sinusoidal graph, and this pi is actually the radian, which means 180 degree. So 2 into 180 degree radian, you are converting this 180 degree into some value, and then you are multiplying the t value. What t value you are multiplying? That you are getting from this. That is a 0.0, so 0.01, 0.02. For every t value, you will going to multiply here. With this radian, you can check it here also. If you put the cursor here, you can read it. Angle in a radian 2 pi, which equal to 360 degree. A location in which result is stored means, if you remember on your mathematics in a schooling,
Is this trigonometry?
yeah, it's related to the trigonometry. So
Okay.
in that trigonometry, this pi is called a 180 degree. The radian we call. Okay, let me show you if I can. Yes, radian into degree, radian. See here, this 180 degree radian is equal to 3.14. So pi value is what, pi r square, pi value.
I know what pi is. I was
Yeah,
just trying to make sure that the sign is same as the sign I'm thinking about. So now
yeah,
when you said it's trigonometry, it's clear.
yes. So it's related to that trigonometry, sine, cos, theta. So we do it, right? Means in trigonometry, if you see, like we draw in this graph, right? Means 30 degree, 60 degree, 90 degree, 45. Sorry, I forgot to 45, 60, 90. So that is called a radian. We divide it into different angle, and based on that we find it out: sine theta value, cos theta value, sine 30, what is sine 30, then sine 45. So here same thing they are doing. With the help of this numpy, they are calling this sine function, and this sine function will going to do this operation. Instead of this 30, they are passing here, this is 2 into pi, that is your 3.14 into t value. So every time you are getting t value in this range 0 to 2, that is 0.0, it is starting. Next will be 0.01, 0.02, 0.03. But while drawing a graph, they are taking to 0.25, because they have to add completely, means occupy the space. So like this value will going to change every time: 0.01, 0.02, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. It will go till, and that is and is 2.0. Whatever value that you will get it here, plus 1 will be your s value. So here, let me run this again. So you can see it here. This value that you are starting from 1 here, you can draw it here, and like this, it will draw. So this value, t value, will going to change based on this. Let me take it another, instead of 2, let me take 5, and this 0 point, I am taking 1, 0. Let's try this. See this graph, and based on this graph is changes. Here the 5 is the difference, they are taking 1. Why they are taking 1? Because they have to accommodate on this cell, but internally they are taking the ranges 0.10, 0.20. It means that between every number, okay, between every number, it will be like this. Between 0 to 1, you have a value like this: 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, like that, till 1. Then next value will come 1. So 1.10, 1.20, like that it will goes till 2.0, like that. Internally, it is divided into several grid. This grid is representing that only. Okay, ma'am, let's connect to this another, like we have only 30 seconds left. Let's connect to that. And let's reconnect.
Okay.
Arush, you are getting right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, please reconnect.